Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Mayor and City Council meeting Monday, January 8th, 2024. If you could, please stand with me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. As far as roll call goes, please show that we have all council members present today. Approval of the minutes of the December 6th, 2023 regular meeting with corrections and December 11th, 2023 regular meeting. I am looking for a motion regarding that. Any discussion by council? Looking for a second.
I didn't get a chance to read the revised minutes, I'm sorry. Did the changes get made that?
Yes, it's highlighted there for you.
Thank you. Then I'll second the motion.
After that, any further discussion by council? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Carries. Council members, statements regarding conflicts of interest on agenda items. Do we have any statements today?
No, sir.
Hearing none, proceeding forward. Resolutions, ordinances, and agreements. We have introduction to Charter Resolution 2024-01, appointment of city attorney. I'm looking for a motion regarding this.
Table.
I'm looking for a second.
I'll second that motion.
Further discussion from council members? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Carries. Adoption Resolution 2024-01, water allocation for January. I'm looking for a motion regarding that.
Make a motion to approve the water allocation for January.
Looking for a second.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion from members of council? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Carries. City manager report. Jim, do you have anything further?
Just a little bit more on the wastewater treatment plant, working on some of our flow figures. And, well, as I mentioned, Wednesday night, we did meet permit this year. But we were down to about 65% of our capacity. So we're definitely heading in the right direction. Let's see, our MDE goes with a 3-year average of flows when they are looking at our capacity. So we've gone from 0.921 million gallons a day to 0.831. This is 2021, 2022 was 0.831, and just last year was 0.712, and the plant's rated for 1.1. So we're trending in the right direction. Now, a little note of concern is that in December, our average daily flow did hit 1.1 million gallons, so we still have a lot of I&I to address. Historically, with the rain we had in December, flows would have been over 3 million gallons a day average at the plant. So getting it down to 1.1 is awesome, but we still have a ways to go with the I&I. So it is certainly trending in the right direction there.
Have we gotten anywhere in terms of recognizing where the issues are?
We have 2 more I&I projects slated for this fiscal year. CDM Smith is doing the engineering on those. We awarded that engineering proposal a couple months ago. So that'll be the West Baltimore Street main and then Memorial Park. That's all terracotta. And after that, we still have Middle Street and George Street. And then we have the Cloverberry, Tawny Village area, so the townhouse community, Daisy Drive, Red Tulip, that area. So that's all terracotta. So we're saving that project for last so that hopefully what we learn from the other projects we can apply in what's probably going to be a very challenging construction environment there. And that community was intended to be private. So a lot of things were not built to city spec even then. So we're going to apply what we learned from the other projects, hopefully, to make that one go as smooth as we can when we get to it. So we have things in the pipeline to keep working on it.
Okay.
So, and just to illustrate how that compares, our 2023 water production was, let's see. Okay, yep. So our flows at the treatment plant were 260 million gallons for the whole year. Our water production was only 160 gallons. So that's how much more water is going to the sewer plant than we're actually producing. So we still have ways to go, but definitely heading in the right direction. I did also want to just give kind of a quick recap of this weekend's snow event.
Or non.
Yeah, it turned out to be a non-event compared to what we were expecting. But typically, the guys come in when a snow emergency has been declared. So once we have 2 inches of snow, this time they came in when the roads were looking white. And because of the weather forecast, they just salted. There wasn't really enough to push. And the idea was, with the predicted warmer temperatures, that we would just salt to get it through until the sun would, basically melt most of it. So we didn't have to do any actual snow pushing. And Public Works, the crews were in from about 12 o'clock to 3 p.m. So they made pretty quick work of it and got the roads, passable. Not that they weren't passable with the little bit of snow we got, but just wanted to kind of give a highlight or a little update on that. Typically, we don't come in and push until we have 4 inches of snow, and that's the same rule of thumb for the county, unless there's a specific situation that, is creating a worse hazard. So just wanted to share those couple things, and otherwise, I'm open to any questions, but otherwise, nothing more from Wednesday.
Questions, comments, concerns from council? Hearing none. Department reports, we got nothing new on that, right? We just got the statistics for you.
Police statistics.
Yep. Heading on down to new business monthly financial report. Looking for a motion regarding that.
I move to approve the monthly financial reports.
Looking for a second.
Second.
Any further discussion from council? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Carries. Accounts payables. I am looking for a motion.
Motion to pay the accounts payable.
Looking for a second.
I will second.
Any further discussion from council? Hearing none, I'm looking, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Carries. Councilmember reports, starting with Councilmember Tillman.
I actually have nothing to report because we didn't have a planning commission meeting this past month, because it would have fallen right around Christmas, and we decided maybe not. So we will be, there was some discussion about the potential of moving forward with a consultant. I know that that's on the radar. And in terms of the comprehensive plan. And there was a little bit of lively discussion. Again, just discussion, no debate or about just more in general topics than anything else. But other than that, we don't have anything to report this month.
Roger that. Councilmember Cheney.
Okay, so I want to start by thanking Chief Baker because we are really moving in the right direction with the police department. Impressive work is happening. There were 401 total dispatched calls for service in December of 2023, with 76 citations issued and 97 warnings issued. There were 14 total adult arrests and 3 total juvenile arrests. Just to piggyback on that good news, the Taneytown Police Department is hard at work with recruitment efforts to fill vacated positions. We are in the process with 2 candidates moving forward, which is great. As far as community outreach in the month of December, the police department was busy with community outreach efforts. The Pack the Police Car event that was held at Kenny's Market was a great success. They were very happy to partner with Kenny's, Wance Chevrolet, and Bryan Safe Haven to make this a very worthwhile event a reality. They also added a new event in December, which was the December to Remember event. They partnered with Arbor Reality Tree Experts, and it was a huge success with the toy drive collecting over 400 toys to be distributed throughout the community. The police department would like to thank everyone who participated and contributed to these events. As far as training and education goes for the month of December, there was no in-service training. As far as field training goes, Officer Blaze is continuing field training with Corporal Schaefer and is scheduled to be released for solo patrol next month. As far as specialized training, Patrol Squads A and B were recertified in Taser Energy Weapon Operator, and Patrol Squads A and B were also recertified in less lethal impact munitions. And I think that's it.
Roger that. Mayor Pro Tem McCarron?
I have nothing to report this month. It was a busy month with surveying the parking meters, and I didn't get into any nitty-gritty with Mish, but I plan to spend some time with him here in the near future. I've got a couple questions that have come up, and I need to clarify some things, so.
Roger that. Councilmember Foster?
No report.
Roger that. Councilmember Fuller?
Bollinger Park is finishing up hopefully in the next couple of weeks, depending on the weather. The annual holiday decorating contest entries were judged and winners were announced on December 30th. First prize went to 38 Bison, second to 79 Keenan Street, and third to 6 Mill Street. Winners received gift cards from local businesses. We'd like to thank all those who participated and the judges for reviewing. It was a tough choice with so many great decorations. Our next meeting is going to be Wednesday, this Wednesday, immediately following the 6:30 p.m. Taneytown Athletic Association meeting. And I just wanted to make note that Parks and Rec has secured or utilized $1,199,425 in grant funding in 2023, which was an increase of 159% from the year 2022. The awards fluctuate from year to year, so there's not really an expectation of continually increasing, but 2023 was a banner year, and Lorena does a fantastic job of searching out and finding ways to acquire these things. So a big thank you to her and the Parks and Rec department, really, because with everybody's help, our Parks and Rec department and our parks and all of the events that they have are just continually getting better every year. So we do appreciate everything she does. That is it.
Lorena does do a terrific job. Please thank her.
Very fantastic, yep.
As your mayor, it is my privilege to present the state of the municipality for Taneytown. This past year, we've had many accomplishments at the various departments. First off, I'm going to start with the clerk's office, human resources. We've enhanced training and network opportunities for staff, and we've implemented new procedures for more timely audits of leave, streamlining our administrative process. And economic development, we have the Main Street Advisory Board, who successfully began and established operations, conducting meetings once a month and contributing to local events and small business support. We've secured nearly $100,000 in state funding for commercial upgrades, bicycle infrastructure, and Main Street program operations. And marketing initiatives, we've actively promoted Taneytown through sponsorships and advertising, enhancing our city's visibility and attractiveness to businesses and workers. In information technology this year, we've established an air-gapped LAN remote backup server for enhanced data security, developed a wireless mesh network for improved city infrastructure reliance, upgraded to a dedicated fiber internet connection, significantly boosting connectivity, and we've started to bring about public engagement tools such as implementing interactive agendas for the mayor and council meetings and resolve live stream audio issues, enhancing public access and engagement. In Department of Public Works, we have achieved record low effluent concentrations at the wastewater treatment plant thanks to dedicated efforts and technological advancements. We've successfully completed the Roberts Mill Broad Street streetscape project, enhancing local infrastructure and reducing I&I to the wastewater treatment plant. And we've leveraged federal ARPA funds for significant infrastructure upgrades, demonstrated effective use of resources for community betterment. And Parks and Recreation, we've secured over $1.1 million in grants, a significant increase from previous years for various park projects and developments. We've made numerous enhancements, including park rehabilitation, new lighting, and development of the Bollinger Park. Community events, we've hosted a variety of events and programs attracting residents and visitors alike, contributing to the vibrant community life in Taneytown. In the Finance Department, we've successfully passed the fiscal year 23 alternative compliance exam for ARPA funds, showcasing our commitment to responsible fiscal management. We've effectively managed over $1.76 million in ARPA expenditures with a focus on park improvements and community development. Mid-year financials indicate that we are on track to meet or exceed our revenue projections for fiscal year '24. Planning, zone, and code enforcement, we've issued 137 zoning certificates and effectively managed 146 new code enforcement cases. Facilitated the acquisition of land for the realignment of Harney Road and West Baltimore Street, demonstrating proactive community planning. We've also updated the community village ordinance to reflect current market trends and to address the need for home occupation daycare services. At the Taneytown Police Department, we have a bunch of key statistics here. Requests for service, 4,256 requests for service this year, 171 adult arrests, 25 juvenile arrests, 447 state citations, 218 city citations, 40 radar citations, and 1,118 written warnings. At the police department, some of their top accomplishments, they secured a $94,000 grant in collaboration with the Carroll County Sheriff's Office for body-worn cameras that will enhance transparency and accountability of the police department. We've also welcomed the new police chief, Chief Baker, in November of 2023, marking a new chapter in our police department's leadership and direction. We also have approved the purchase of 2 license plate readers with training and installation set for January 2024, enhancing capabilities in law enforcement and public safety. And that was done in conjunction with the Carroll County Sheriff's Department. We also hosted an extremely successful National Night Out on August 1st, 2023, receiving high praise for its organization and community focus. Special recognition was given to Administrative Assistant Haley Ingalls for her exemplary work in organizing this event. Ooh, that's a lot to read. On the mayor's side of thing, administration, regardless of what you might see here at the council meetings, 90% of the city's work is done through the administration. It's done through our department heads, it's done through our employees here, and realistically 10% comes before the council. I know recently people have seen that the city is going to be on hold or it's going to be stagnant because we don't have a city attorney. That's furthest from the truth. We have ways in which we can still receive legal advice regardless of whether we have a city attorney or not, and we plan to proceed to move things forward. In that regard, the city is not at a standstill. The city is moving faster than ever before, and I expect that to continue in 2024. Thank you. With that said, adjournment first or closed session first? We do closed session first, right? Or we already voted on it, correct?
Let's see. I believe you have to read the closing statement as to why we're going to close. and
Before
then-
adjournment,
and
correct.
And then seek a motion to adjourn and enter into closed session.
Roger that. The city of Taneytown will be looking to enter a closed session on January 8th, 2024 at 7:47 PM at City Hall in accordance to the Maryland Open Meetings Act, Title 10, Governmental Procedures, Subtitle 5, Meeting Section 3-305B. This meeting will be closed as closed only to consult with staff, consultants, or other individuals about pending or potential litigation. The following of listed are the listed topics: litigation to discuss pending or potential litigation, citation 3-305B8. I'm looking for a motion to enter closed session after adjournment.
Make a motion to go to adjourn, go into close, to call into closed session.
Looking for a second.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. We will now adjourn into closed session. Thank you.